enter gear 100 in the extra time to beat Benfica 4-1 in that game. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today we'll talk about the Club World Cup and transfer news because Chelsea are still making moves in this transfer window. Good morning, Bowie. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the show. I think football served us very, very delicious meals over the whole weekend and even yesterday. So it will be good to talk about it.
Good morning, John.
Good morning to you. Good morning, football maniacs and super sports fans out there. It was, would I say, a delicacy over the weekend because there were lots of goals flying in here and there, but it was a fantastic one for me.
Good morning, also.
The only game that could have ended in 90 minutes went into extra time. On to the next one.
Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can go there now, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. And I used to beg, and I keep begging all of you, please, if you are listening to us now, please, we need your support on our YouTube channel. Go subscribe, join us, and we have an amazing content for you there on our channel on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Okay, let's dive into the Club World Cup because the Club World Cup happened yesterday, Saturday, and Sunday. There are games that will happen today too. I'm going to talk about all of them right here on the show. Okay, let's start with Saturday game. Chelsea. It started with the South American team, Palmeiras and botafogo. And Palmeiras won that game 1-0 after it went to extra time. Good game for them too.
As predicted, man, I said it that Palmeiras were going to be going through, and it did take them going to extra time, but at least they got through. That's the main thing. Some people have been saying that it's unfortunate that they pitted South American teams against themselves, thereby giving European teams a better chance of getting to the finals than South American sides. Other people have been saying that same thing to African brothers as well. So, but for me, I don't see it that way because we have Flamengo on the other side of the arm, and they are out now. If they were on this other side, probably would have been two South American teams in the quarterfinals. But now we have Palmeiras going through. I think the better team won on the day.
Okay, the better team. I don't want to dwell in that game too much. I don't want to dwell in South American team. But
no, I'm not dwelling there. But look at how the game went. You know that we that are neutrals, we are scouting, and I love like 5 players I want to
every
sign.
time you are scouting.
No, you have to
thing,
scout
though.
now.
That's the thing.
You have to scout. I have like 5 players I want to sign to England now.
Normally, before you see that North American players are not that expensive.
Yeah, they are not.
South America,
5 million,
5 million, 15 million, highest.
Player, but now it's getting worse.
20 million.
Because the way the market is going now. So scouting, yes, I think the game was a little bit boring because they were not scoring. For South American teams that have a lot of flair, now I couldn't see it, and I had to get to extra time. So I didn't bother myself about that game too much. I think I was more focused on the
next game.
even the under 21 final self. But it was later I came to watch the Chelsea one. After it was boring at some time, I switched to the final. But I think Chelsea game is a good talk.
Okay, let's move on to the Chelsea game. That's what I want to talk about now. Chelsea beat Benfica 4-1. It was lovely goal from James for that free kick. He deceived the goalkeeper. He was thinking that it was going to be a cross. Then he moved it. He's an intelligent player. When James is fit, he's one of the best right backs in the whole world. The issue with James is that he can't stay fit for a whole season.
That's
but
one.
you could see that he has class.
The second issue with James is that the manager wants to play him as a DM, when don't make sense.
Well,
so he's trying to do the normal way that people play football now. Take the winger, the fullback to come and play in the middle.
Inverting fullback position.
But it's good at that. But for Chelsea side, they have too many players at the middle. What are you going to do with Enzo, Lavia? There are a lot of players, and they're still buying.
Last game.
And they're still buying. But I think for this game, for me, I will give kudos to Chelsea. It was drabby at the point until they broke through. The free kick was a very, very beautiful free kick.
Yes,
you want to blame the goalkeeper? I don't think so. Normally, you expect the cross to come into the game for a header. So it was just a very smart one. But I still think Chelsea are still as confused as anybody in knowing who their best starting is. I will agree with, for me, to have a stronger Chelsea side, I would rather play Malo Gusto at right back. Then you can play maybe you play 3 in defense. Then you can also want to play your Rich James. Can I play forward? And that guy has a very fantastic cross, almost like Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yes.
Very good free kick sense, good crossing. He has an eye for the pass. But if you play a right back, you might have an issue at the back. So Chelsea now played Badeshile and Cole. It's not Cole.
Cole.
So who is Chelsea's centre back starting? We don't know. But
Nobody
I would say kudos to them. They won. But if they go like this against Benfica, I don't know what will happen in the next round.
Okay, if you look at that game, if you look at statistics in that game, Chelsea dominated that game from beginning to 22 shots in total, 12 on target, 64% position. They have more passes than Benfica, 790 passes. I think Chelsea deserve to win this game, even though they got Benfica got a late penalty and Di Maria scored his final goal in European competition, so he's going to go back to Argentina to play one of those clubs in Argentina to retire them. But extra time, Nkunku, I keep talking about Nkunku because at the end of last season, everyone thought that Nkunku would leave, but Nkunku just the shine for this club World Cup.
Wait till Nkunku shine.
He
If
not
you
scored
see
two
that
goals.
goal, if you see that goal when he score.
No
They
be
allow
goal.
boy just come, never score two now. Wait
No
till
be
wait
goal.
till they talk.
Wait.
Wait till
See,
they talk.
we listen
first.
at goal. We listen at goal. But that's in a goal. Leave the waiting for the end. Because how can you miss that and still beg for a rebound? Because at least somebody's supposed to have an assist to that goal. There's supposed to be a name assisted by. You missed the chance. You came back, still scoffed the chance, still try and as in it was not like we are rescuing who is going to kick the ball first. And he got the chip over the defender. That was a lucky one for him. It could have been a miss.
Yeah.
But he got the goal. Good for him. Good game for him because everybody's saying who is going to leave. There are rumors now that Chelsea is in the move again because we're talking into transfers now. Chelsea are in the move for Joao Pedro of Brighton.
They are going to sign him, not in the move.
No, they're in the move.
They're not in the move. He's done.
He's done.
Because he's going to do medical study.
Medical, I think
tomorrow.
Then he's going to meet them in even the club box.
60 million.
And what I don't
He wants to
understand.
join them.
I don't
Now
understand.
that which now tells us in total that Jackson is on his way out.
No, Jackson's not going
Jackson's.
There are rumors that Jackson is on his way out back to Spain.
I wouldn't
now,
say
if-
it's on
if
his
that's
way
a
out.
Possible. It's possible.
That if that's the business for them, then fine. But I also feel like this team has a lot to learn. They are still growing, and this man, after shuffling the team last year, I think Pochettino shuffling the team and finding the strong fit for the team. Maresca is in that team again, trying to shuffle again. Bros, you're not supposed to shuffle; just go with the flow. Palmer behind the striker. Yesterday it was Palmer on the flanks, Lavia, Caicedo, and who else? in the
Even
midfield.
Palmer from the left side of the
No, Palmer from the right side of the and Pedro Neto from the left. Is a proof that I said Palmer
No,
from the
actually, he
flank.
was switched.
No, at some point
Palmer
he
was
switched.
actually playing from that left side. I
Mhm.
think he's trying out Palmer in both
In
sides.
both wings
We
and
see what we
with
try.
Pedro,
So-
and
So
it's
who
not
is
working.
the number 10?
No,
Who
that's
makes that pass?
that's the
the
problem.
That's
thing.
what Palmer should be for me.
That's the thing.
Enzo is playing back. Okay.
Enzo can play in
He should
that
play
role.
Enzo Caicedo. Lavia should be on the bench. It's a simple, but I don't know. They are buying and buying and buying.
That's
and
what I'm
buying
saying. The
and
man
not
keeps
selling. We don't know what they're doing.
somebody has already experimented these tactics and seen each position and each player in their right position. Now go with the flow and just get replacement in case this player is not fit to play. Who comes in his place? That's what you should be sorting out by now, not sorting out the player that could go into another person's position.
For me, I see
You already
Joao
have-
Pedro,
you already
Joao
have
Pedro
Pedro
coming
Neto.
to Chelsea, playing on the left, not playing in the 9 position.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They're
where
going to
he's
play
going to play because
lap,
they
right?
don't have anybody on that left. They don't get.
No, Gittins is coming in.
This is already coming in.
wow.
Gittins is
Meet
coming in.
medicals for tomorrow.
Yeah, Gittins and Pedro is going to do medicals tomorrow. So that left side, Gittins, I've seen him play more. Even he's playing
So
this
go-
club.
So he's
Who's on
going
the
to
bench?
start. Yes, thank you.
Because Neto's not going to be on the bench.
Thank you.
No, not Neto. Neto is playing on the right already.
Exactly.
Gittins on the left. You're looking
So
at
what happened to
Chelsea.
Pedro?
Chelsea, their full squad does not have a
And
first.
Pedro na top player for when
What happened to Pedro?
He
That's the
won't
thing.
come sit down for
He's going to
bench.
be on the bench. The lap on the bench. Jackson. So I think one person might go, which might be Jackson.
Jackson
To
is
leave for
ready.
two.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
if you leave for 2, the lap plays your number 9. That means you cannot buy a 60 million player. Pedro,
And keep him on the
put him
bench.
And these are all forward players. So
Yes.
because you might say, okay, Gittins is still a young boy, which how many years old is he? 21. I'll be waiting.
20,
Okay,
21.
he can manage to say, okay, play
On the bench.
Europa League or play Europe or play some other cups for now. That might work. So like you're saying now, you now have Pedro cutting from this side, Neto from this side, and you play the lap and the front. But the midfield is still the issue because you need 3 players. So
Now-
Enzo and Palmer is for sure.
Then
Caicedo is for sure. So Lavia goes to the bench. There are just too many. And for me, I don't think Maresca has the capability to keep everybody together. If it
Of
was
course.
a Pep or a Mourinho, I don't care if they buy you 100 million, you can stay on the bench. You know they fear you. You will stay there and play when you want you to play.
Yes.
But so I think Chelsea are trying to get squad depth, but there is too many. So play trustfully. I think players, some
I
players will
think,
go.
I think the best thing is they should look at PSG and the way they did their business. I'm not talking about PSG that bought all the star players. I'm talking about PSG that are
Now.
playing now. They have to organize the first 11 first. Then after organizing the first 11, you now start seeing players come in as replacement to the starters.
Let's
Because
not
that's what Chelsea should be doing, not buy all the star players in the
buying
market.
everybody.
let's not forget that Chelsea dey now, Chelsea no get 2 centre backs so dem go use rub together for that team.
Should we
Because
No, they have.
you
They-
cannot-
Centre back for Chelsea. See, like, I
No,
He's
many
saying
of
they don't have because they're not of his class or standard.
Nah.
But they have almost 6 center halves there.
They have
how
seven.
many of those guys, bro?
They have 7.
bro,
It's not
bro.
about. See, it's not about. It's
How
not
many
about,
of those guys wey dem get now wey go rival Saliba, Magalhaes
No,
for
you
that
don't
centre?
compare
See,
that.
in
Even
a
Man
team.
City defender cannot rival Saliba Magalhaes for now.
None of the
For
Man
now.
City defense.
For
Even
now.
the cushion of the
He
young
show me that he say Vadio fit rival them. Yes.
No,
Eh?
Vadio
He
can
show
come
me
and play.
that he say
Vadio can come and play
Vadio
left back.
and Diaz.
Oga,
Vadio will come
if
and
right
play
now you're
left back.
counting the center back pairings in English Premier League for the past 2 seasons, Arsenal comes first.
Arsenal comes first.
Undisputed.
Liverpool.
They're not so
Van
that they
Dijk
say
and Konate.
whatever anybody. They're not getting to bicycle to win league, which they were not winning against them. But I'm saying this thing. You are right to say there's no solid Chelsea
Because you're
center
looking at
back
the name
as per
basis.
level.
Uh-huh.
Because are you playing Kowi, Badiashile? They call all those boys. And they boy you.
Tosin Adebayo,
Yes.
That's 3 now.
Toriu,
Badashile.
Badashile, the guy on loan.
Aston Villa.
Disaster. The other one.
They dropped it for this club.
No, they dropped.
Eh, it's
No,
what
he's
now?
still in the squad.
Chaloba.
Sis.
Sis.
The other guy.
Come on.
There are many of
Oh,
them.
look number now. Mo no just
The
dey
one
here
that
dey
is
call
even
him
injured,
wey
what
dey
is that?
team
Always
sheet.
injured.
Fofana.
Fofana.
So who is leaving? Because they don't know that they are selling anybody. For now, they're not news of okay, this is outgoing or incoming. Everybody is incoming. To me, I personally feel Joao Pedro should go to Newcastle
Yes.
Yes.
because Newcastle don't have solid men up front apart from Isak.
Supported.
Isaac, Anthony, and
Yes, he can play from the wings.
So
So I don't know why. Maybe it's money. They were able to convince him more. I can't tell. But
with
let's
club
see.
history.
And let's
If
see
it's
what
club history,
Chelsea
that's
has
to get with that club
Which
history past Chelsea.
Chelsea be
No.
giving
If it's
title?
history.
During the past 12 years. Chelsea has won more league titles than Newcastle. I don't want to argue.
Okay, so it's trophy.
What are you talking about? What is about what
It's
makes
not
it
trophy, it's
different?
money.
And it's
Kule.
money too. What are you talking about? He's a South African player. He came to Europe to make money for his family.
Yes.
So telling me story before you know, when you like this now, 30 years not rich.
But
One more contract, 1 more year, he's gone.
Saudi straight.
So don't tell. I think it's a good one for him.
Okay, Chelsea is going to buy. They're going to sign Pedro.
Chelsea are just confused.
They're going to sign Pedro and Gittins. I think the medical is tomorrow. After tomorrow, Pedro is going to join them and the Club World Cup because you can actually bring in one more player in this competition. So Pedro will going to join them. And but Gittins still plays for Borussia Dortmund in this Club World Cup. So he will join them after the Club World Cup. You remember Estavo for Palmeiras will still join them. So just have a whole big squad when all these players join. And remember, there are a whole lot of players that don't play. Santos
Where they
doesn't
bench?
play. There's
Thank
this guy that
you.
brought from Isugo. Called
Yes.
Isugo.
In the
From-
bench, Achampong.
from-
The bench.
Achipong, the defender.
Isugo
again.
from Sporting Lisbon.
Yes.
A good talent. I think I only played 10 minutes in this whole competition. So I don't know what they are going to do with all these players. They brought in Sa. Sa never even see 1 minute play. So I don't even know what they are going to do with all these players.
It's a terrible decision. But
when they
one month is to go. I think that they must be outgo. They have to be
sell.
to balance the
They're
books.
outgoing because there's rumors, like I said, there are rumors for Jackson in Spain. We don't know the clubs yet,
That's what
but there are like
said.
3
Jackson,
clubs.
I come to Arsenal.
No. Okay, well, sure.
A feeling.
Well,
Ateta.
There's nothing he cannot do.
Don't say you were not warned, Ateta. Don't say you were not warned.
Okay, Chelsea won that game 4-1. Moving away from Chelsea, let's talk about Sunday game. Let's talk about PSG and Inter Miami. That game was something else. Before we do that, let me read some comments on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Please, when you go there, subscribe to our channel and drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Before we talk about the PSG and Inter Miami, Joseph Ibe, welcome to the show. Justin Nedu, welcome to the show. I say hi guys, it's been a while. I am my babe. Just saw your faces online. She's smiling. Oh, thank you very much. Say I've subscribed to your channel.
Oh,
thank you, Justin. You and your bell.
He's a football fan.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, Arinze Abo, I greet you guys. I greet you, Arinze. Thank you for joining us on today's show. And okay, Joseph Ibe, I can see your comment. Say, PSG went to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and sold all the cars and used the money to buy the one and only goat. Only to slaughter it on Sunday to celebrate the burial of the hopes of beloved John. They are not to give us like
This is that Drury.
Aspire to Maguire, and
That's
aspire to Maguire.
It's a merge of Peter Duri and William Shakespeare.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, I
Mixed
just
together.
say, good morning, guys. I am winking at John. I remember last week when he was saying that
Messi.
he watches at the MLS well, so he's giving Miami a chance.
Mhm.
Even US national team can't beat Europe country. Okay, thank you for that comment, Joseph. It was amazing, amazing line you dropped there in the first comment. Okay, let's talk about that particular game, PSG and Inter Miami. First half was one of, I won't say, if you look at it, the class, you can see the class. PSG is just a class above Inter Miami.
A class or classes.
The class, not even a class. A class, not just
A class.
the classes.
That's gone.
That first half was something else. I like the way PSG, truthfully, America has done a great job with that team. I keep saying it, getting a good coach that knows what he's doing, it's very important in a team. That's why probably Real Madrid are still looking for a tactical coach. Even though Ancelotti is good, they want that coach that can coach a team. Like you can see that the influence of Enrique in that team is 100%.
Have they shifted their mode from buying superstars to growing superstars?
But if you look at that game, it was a class game for PSG. They just destroyed Inter Miami in the very first half and just won that game 4-0 in the first half. They closed. I think in the second half, probably Enrique told them, Messi na my guy. He did that to just make him good and make him not chop 7 or 8 for this game. Make him just put down, make him just 4 is okay. But it was a class game from PSG in that game.
It was for real. Like for me, I said it earlier on. It's going to be age versus beauty, and I'm going to say what I said in the first place. I said you can go into a match disadvantage, but you need to devise a strategy to come out on top. And on the night, that strategy no work.
The strategy was strategized.
The strategy was really strategized.
I'm very sure they listen to this guy. This is a motivational speaker. They listen to him for the other game.
Yeah.
And you can see they were demoralized. But I don't know what's going on, but I think PSG should be looked out for. They continue like this with 1 or 2 or 3 additions.
They are
not afraid
look at the buying under Luis Enrique.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing as
The past.
Look at the buying under Luis Enrique. You will not say this person is a star player, world class player. None of them. Not one of them. You can say this person is on his way.
They are creating them now.
You can say he's on his way there. Ousmane Dembele was not a world class player.
Before came from Napoli.
He
put European level, will you put him there?
European level, you know, put that for bench. He was a boy with potential, not a world class.
A boy with potential,
Not a world class. You see,
I can get those sentiments.
He was average. See, it was
best
slightly
player in the
above.
league.
It was slightly
world class, but
It was slightly
very
above
good player.
average.
I
See,
agree
this is a
with
player that is.
Oh, wow.
This is a player that is slightly above average.
If Kvaratskhelia are slightly above
But see,
average,
let me tell you.
Slightly above
the
average.
whole West Ham team, the
Why
last
you
We
West
West
Ham?
average team now. No.
na children them be, not
Don't call
the
West Ham.
adults.
We are an average team. West Ham is an average team. Yes, but Kvaratskhelia is slightly above average.
No.
Slightly
No,
above average.
I disagree
And
with
come
you,
down
man.
to his performance at
No.
Napoli. He had a good squad. I'm just saying, look at the way.
Na by squad,
He's a very good player, but
He's
he's
a
a
very
very
good player,
world
not
class.
because-
na by
He's not
squad.
world
Wetin
class.
do Mbappe for PSG? Na by squad. Why you no win
So
Champions
what
League
I'm
for
saying.
PSG?
Right now, Kvaratskhelia can walk into any team in Europe. Right?
Simple.
But before he was bought from Napoli, if he chop bench for Man City.
Yeah, before you move.
No,
Thank you.
no.
Before.
So what you say was correct, that guy has taken good players, whether it's average or very good players, and turned them into world beaters. Now, this is the best I've seen Hakimi play in 2 years.
Sure.
Hakimi is scoring goals, playing as if he's
and
the best
defending.
right back in the world, and defending also. See the goals he scored in the Champions League, he's scoring again in this tournament. So, if you look at it, I think the PSG side now becoming a very solid unit of a team that knows what they are doing, from defense to attack. The other guy, Pacheco, who know him before? Nobody.
Pacho.
Pacho.
The one that came in for the guy that came in for Marquinhos. Balema.
Exactly, he's there.
Nobody knows.
So now, because they are prepared for the future, because Marquinhos might have one more top season in him. So Hakimi is going to be there for another 3, 4, 5 years. Then there for another 5, 7 years. The small boys in the middle.
Mayulu.
Vitina and
João
Neves. My only sweet place in this team, I can trust every other person, is this guy that I thought was even a finished player, Fabian Ruiz.
Oh,
That guy
until I
now-
advertised him for you.
No, I agree. Sometimes last time you talked about it. That guy now is now becoming
Something else.
something else that we cannot understand, and you cannot remove from that team right now.
At all.
He's scoring, he's strong, he's tackling, and
Yes.
Spain now cannot do without him.
He's-
Again,
I,
so
think, I think he
what
has
I'm saying is a
similarity to
coach-
Busquets.
Yes, a coach who has been able to bring all the stars go. Let me get people that I want. Mix them up with some stars like Dembele and
Dembele.
Neves, and give us amazing football. So the defense is very solid.
Yes.
The midfield can hold the ball. Then those three jets
Up front.
in front, just one true pass.
Actually,
Pa!
yesterday was
It's
just
over.
it was just 1.5 jets.
I'm telling you, the
One and a half.
though.
Because the belly no day. Though it was
Busquets see ball.
desire
Look at see ball run. You don't know where ball pass.
this day no day
Ah, no,
informed
it was-
yesterday. It was just Kvaratskhelia
It
on
was,
top
it
of the
was,
game.
it was fantastic for me.
But
Yes.
in the first 45 minutes, as in PSG was in the final third.
First
Now
zero, first
forcing Busquets to make that mistake and still
pressing.
getting an
That's what he
assist
said. Yeah.
from the what's it called Fabian Ruiz and still getting the assist was one of the highlight of the moment for me. Then the goal in the first goal, like the Neves goes into space to get that header. The header was not up. It's not say he jumped high. It was just average, just flying nothing.
I think part of the problem with PSG, Inter Miami, is the coaching. For example, for that first goal, I don't see why you need 3-man defense when you are going to a player trying to cross the
Thank
ball,
you.
and you are now short in defense. Look at one of the shortest person in the field. Never scored the first goal in that game.
It wasn't
He
even
didn't I think what Inter Miami lacked again in that goal, as I said before, is a coaching. They didn't coach that team very well. He was expecting probably Messi to do magic,
But they
and
were
Suarez
old,
is
they're
just
old
fast.
now.
See,
See,
they have
Suarez
at
30
least-
something.
Yes.
Messi 30 something.
Look
Alba.
at
Alba 30 something.
Suarez.
Busquets,
I think Suarez's first
now.
touch in the final third in the positions box 18 came in the 70th minute. His first touch, 70th
When
minute.
he missed that goal,
And
from
it's
Messi.
not even that 1-2 between him and Messi. I don't know how the Messi chipped it over. His first touch alone gave the ball to the goalkeeper. I'd be like, this is Suarez that even that first touch now go.
And no bench. The whole 90 something minutes they play. They made 2 substitutions. What else you want to do against PSG? Made 5.
Imagine the first made
Come
2,
on.
remove the best 2 players in the first front. So I just feel like PSG has, like I said before, I'll still say it again. They've gathered a whole bunch of below average players, or perhaps I say average players, average good players, and made them class.
The European champions are in the quarterfinals of the Club World Cup. They beat Inter Miami 4 goals to 0. All the game.
You want dash them
I
one?
want dash them one. All the goals came in the first half. In the second half, they actually reduced. I think probably are trying
Reduce
to
the
reduce
pressure.
the pressure, and probably to have Messi on everybody, on most people's goals, so that they will not collect 8 or 7. They ended 4-0 for PSG in that game. Okay, let's move on to our YouTube channel and read comments again. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. And Farouk, welcome to the show. This is first time I'm seeing you. Okay, Farouk is saying, good morning, guys. It's great joining you live. My first time, actually.
Wow,
Keep
welcome.
the good words going. Keep the good job going. Ateta man, I dey read your lips. So, okay. Thank you, Farouk, for joining on today's show. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. And Anakletus Obi is back. Good morning, Anakletus. He said it's not a surprise that PSG beat Miami. It's not a discredit on the GOAT. That is on Messi. I still dey look for Ronaldo in USA. I be escaped from back of my TV. Miami has already over-indexed getting here. Oh,
Straight
that's
up.
true. Okay, Emeka, welcome to the show. Emeka, Idiring. Sorry if I didn't mention your name, but Emeka, welcome to the show. It's a good morning, sports team. I don't late for morning class again.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Good morning, class. So please remember, guys, to subscribe to our channel. Kenzie, welcome to the show. It's a good morning, guys, in the studio. Congratulations to my club, Chelsea FC, for a fantastic outing on Saturday for thrashing Benfica 4 goals to 1 to get to the quarterfinals. I can see Chelsea in the semi-finals. Okay, let's see if Chelsea is going to make it to the semi-final of this club competition. Talking about the other game that happened yesterday, Bayern Munich beat Flamengo 4 goals to 2.
Straight up,
Bayern
as
Munich are in
predicted.
the quarterfinal. They are going to play PSG. We're going to talk about that later, but good game for them, beating Flamengo 4
Two
goals.
rockets
goals
of
to
a
2.
goal in that encounter. Fantastic strike from Kane, fantastic strike from Goretzka, fantastic game all around. If you ask me, I don't think there's any striker in Europe that can turn half chances into goals like Harry Kane did.
I agree.
Like
Kane is a
Like,
fantastic
It's a half chances. The
half
lap.
chances that
The lap.
he the one.
Come on road.
The lap. It's the future.
of England.
It's the future of the hair.
No,
For
And
your
you can
future,
not have chances
right
to
now,
go.
today now we dey talk. Hurricane, man, you be nothing you want tell me.
No, no, no.
I think you overstayed as sports. If you have moved to a
But
bigger
you
club,
overstayed.
What are you telling
would have
me
thought-
now?
you could have been the one of
It's
the
all this
best
thing they
strikers
talk
in the
about
world.
legacy.
Lega fire.
You never played in Germany. You have played for maybe Manchester United or
Yeah.
Man City.
Or Man City,
And
Man City
they
were
will
the
only
best.
for our land because this guy,
If
Kane
that-
is a solid goal scorer. The first goal, the left
Oh
footed
my
shot,
goodness.
the placing was something else. But I think the best rocket for me was Justin's goal, not even Hurricane Goretzka goal. The equalizer from the one that made it 2-1.
Yes,
From
yes.
my God.
Yes.
The goalkeeper don't know how the ball they pass. But I think now it looks like the coach now company is going to get his team right. But I still think don't forget Davis is not back for left back.
Yes.
Right back is if you used to play Kimmich. Yesterday he played Ronald Lima at right back, and that guy is a workhorse. He could go forward, come back. He's also a defensive midfielder, so he has more cover at that back. So obviously he knows Kimmich playing in that middle now. He has an eye for pass, good crosses, and also I think because he's getting older, let him play somewhere in the middle. He cannot run too much and put a stronger player there. But I think all round, seeing Goretzka playing there in that midfield was a very, very solid one, and they still have a very solid bench. Don't forget, Palina is not playing yesterday. Kimi J is not playing.
Wait till do Pavlovic.
Pablo played right back yesterday. No, he played left. He left. So Kimi J is on the bench.
These are the
Don't forget that
the players that.
what are they calling them? Sorry, the centre back that played yesterday was
Tar,
going to be number one.
Yes,
Now, Upamecano.
Yes.
So that person is going to go to the bench. They might not play again, might leave. Retire.
Yeah.
Has gone already. So Kimi J might be the backup. But for me, I think the worst player yesterday that should be taken back to Division 3 is Leroy Sané. Last game before this, he missed 2 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Yesterday, he did it again. 1-on-1 with goalkeeper.
After this tournament, he should
be
going
going
to.
The minute he signed that contract, he should just from there and be going. Thank you.
They
Don't come
don't
back.
have the
Don't
players there
mention.
now.
They don't have
They don't want him.
They don't have the
They have to buy. They should buy. Are they not buying money?
They're not going to sign.
They should have.
They're not getting young players for
They
academy.
will buy.
Bought before. Well, he's already
Or will he not go?
no. Sani now is already a player for Galatasaray. He's already going to
Yes.
He wants after the Club World Cup. He's moving. He's just playing this last tournament for the club, just like the same way I think Mudryk is playing for Real Madrid. He's already announced his contract with AC Milan already. So he's already announced with AC Milan.
But they don't need him now.
Look at Mudryk.
Don't
They
forget
need him.
Also, what are you talking about? They have Coman Olise. Musala is on the bench. I think that guy dropped
And
4.
they have Nabri too.
On the bench, Nabri is there. So they have white players.
They're saving him for tough games.
I hope maybe they have white
You can't
players.
play all your players
No,
all the games.
the problem is that they don't have a number 10, so you have to move to that number 10.
10 row. So
That's-
they play Nabri and Coman.
There's no bench again. That's what I'm saying. So they need depth. That's
buy.
why they're
They
liking
should
this
buy.
them. But
They should
after,
buy.
they should buy. But
They will buy.
tomorrow, transfer window opens tomorrow. This is the final day. Everybody's contract is expiring today. So
Everybody can leave.
tomorrow, everybody can leave tomorrow. Everybody, when they finish the club World Cup, people that are playing Club World Cup will continue with their buying, but clubs will start buying from tomorrow. But it was a fantastic game for Bayern Munich. Now, that quarterfinal is going to be against PSG. It's going to be a tough game. PSG versus Bayern Munich. It goes choke. It goes choke everywhere.
Mo leave up. You know, say things they happen before that day.
Yeah.
Maybe
Night before,
injury
don't
happen
happen.
before
Injuries
then.
and all that might happen.
Injury happen before then. Atmosphere fit change for dressing room before then. Let's leave that one now.
Okay, we'll talk about today's game in the Club World Cup. Bayern Munich won that game yesterday. Flamingo 4 goals to 2. Back to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sport. And Flocky, welcome to the show. You say, now I know why Bayern Munich ran away from Chelsea. Okay, Chigozie, welcome to the show. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Chigozie. And Chuku Obina, I say, I hear say PSG use 1 goal to do suya. Okay, the everybody is bantering Messi, bantering Messi. Okay, Emeka is back. Say, Sane is lacking confidence at the moment. Okay, well,
4 times in 2 games, confidence. Okay, now.
he's going to leave and going to go to
I'm going to
Galatasaray
eat money.
and go eat money in.
I'm gonna play football.
Okay, let's see what happens. So in today's game in the Club World Cup by 8 p.m. Inter will play not Inter Milan, but Inter Milan will play Fluminense by 8 p.m. What do you think will happen in that game? Inter Kivu is their new coach now. He's building, and probably maybe this South American club remaining in this Club World Cup only.
And Palmeiras.
And Palmeiras, okay, 2 South American clubs. But what do you think will happen in that game? Inter to win, or maybe Fluminense to do something for us?
Also,
Me?
Yes,
Now you be
know,
now
we know.
you be
Inter.
the Milan man.
Inter Milan.
I don't understand why you keep quiet.
No, because I thought my heart has spoken out
No,
loud.
talk.
Make my mouth talk out.
Yes.
Talk
From
so
the
that there will be
abundance,
evidence tomorrow.
from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Inter Milan.
No.
I am all Italy.
Mm.
If Italy disappoints me, I travel to Spain. I'm all Italy in this tournament. I've said it from the beginning. PSG is one place in my heart, but I don't want to support the France team, so I'm supporting other teams outside France. I went from South America, from Africa to South America. Now I'm in Italy. Italy is my team all around. I just feel like in this game now, Kivu I think I've seen 3 young players from the academy and one signing come into the team, and they've done well. Players that we know that in Zagi's time they will not even see the starting lineup, but Kivu is giving them the chance to at least prove themselves and see if they can go into the next tournament. And one of them is a striker, one of them is a midfielder.
Yeah, 2 brothers actually brought in 2 brothers. Esposito. There are 2 brothers. One is a striker, and he's been starting throughout this whole competition because he let go of all these big strike, all the Tamari and all that. Probably want to try.
Taremi make it just go.
He wants to try younger boys.
But why are we not feeling that they can be an upset?
They can be an upset.
Because Inter has not been fantastic in this tournament.
They've not been fantastic at all, yes.
Fluminense?
Yeah.
No.
What is no
At
now?
least if you are telling me Botafogo or Palmeiras, I'll say
It was
maybe.
shocking. It was
Fluminense
shocking.
now.
Inter has not been fantastic in this tournament.
Thank you.
Exactly. So I don't know what's going on. They're still getting used to their new coach. Plus, they've not brought in a lot of young blood into this Inter side. That's what made them lose that final.
Yes.
That because I felt that they'll be able to beat PSG, but they cannot run again. You still have Asebi playing a centre back right now in the new present world. They are not ready for anything next season.
Thank you.
They are playing 3 centre backs.
Who is so?
If I'll tell you, let's scout.
Normally, I would go with Inter
now.
because of pedigree and all that.
I know if you go with
it might be
Inter.
very, 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 very slim.
So
Inter.
you are
I
saying
can't
you
go
want
with
to
Inter.
scout some players.
I'm not scouting.
You just want to observe.
I'm waiting for a shock.
Okay, by
This
2
tournament.
Now you
Yes.
they go shock.
Fluminense shocking Inter Milan.
by
They go shock.
2 a.m. Tomorrow morning, 2 a.m. in the night, Manchester City will play Al Hilal.
Now
man,
the shock day. That shocker na here. That shocker where they
You dey
find.
whine
Now here you go show.
You dey whine yourself.
Okay, in that particular game, it's going to be interesting because if you look at one of the biggest, Al Hilal is one of the biggest teams, and they play good football. Apart from last season they lost the league title. They have been winning league title. I think they did it 3 times or 2 times in a row before they lost it last season. And if you look at the way they played against Real Madrid, they played really good football. And now against City, and City bought a whole lot of players. Waiting City buy in January and before this Club World Cup it's amazing.
It never ends.
And truthfully, what Pep bought is working. His players are working. You could see that the style of play has improved. The team has improved. Signings help when you have a good coach. But against these guys, what do you think will happen in that game? I'll not start with you, John, because you're going to score massive. So I'll start with you, Bowie.
Yeah, I think for me, like you said, Nahali is one of the big things in Saudi. They have some very solid players who know what they are doing. And they have Inzaghi now is now there.
Yeah,
but any day, anytime, even no matter what you say, if you're not a Man City fan, you want to always go the edge of Man City. But it doesn't mean that they might not be an upset because these guys have lots of players who have played in Europe who understand European
solid midfield,
strong guys, Neves and the rest of them. Koulibaly is there.
Milokovic, Savic.
No, they are strong. No, they are strong. But I'm saying City is still trying to gel. Right now with all the new players, and I like what he's doing. He's starting all of them. Reinders, go and let us see what you can do in the next 1 month, so you can know if you are up for starting bet in the Premier League. So I like what the coach is doing. That's a coach. Like said, what this City by this period not good. That's a coach who knows I failed last season. I can't afford to repeat. I can't afford to have 2 bad seasons
back to back.
Unlike one person that he trained that does not have sense, but it's fine.
Yes.
But I don't know where that guy learned from. You cannot tell me you learned from Pep.
He learned from Arsene
No,
Wenger.
you learned from Pep and you refuse to buy players.
No, he learned from Arsene
It's not
Wenger.
possible. So you learned tactics from Pep, learned services from Wenger. I don't know anything. So I see City. This game will be strong. I want you to go the distance, even though it's not time, but even if City will win. Let it not be 3-0, 4-0. Let it be 2-1, 3-2. No, it's not possible.
It has to be 3-0.
It's not possible.
It has to be 3-0.
But it can happen because City can
very tell us blow out. Then they blow City out. So John,
it has to be 3-0. Like, see, I like how we are all writing off the American clubs, obviously, because Inter Miami was blown out of the water. You are saying that they have retired legs and whatever. But when we come over to the Arabian side, they are saying, men strong, men choke.
Men strong.
Baba, this is City we are talking about. This is the 4 in a row champions in the Premier League. This is, what they play?
I was
only Haaland up front now.
4 in a row does not give you golden Premier League. Hope you know that.
Oh wow.
I was hoping, and I was hoping
the only thing on the earth that has a golden Premier League.
Golden Premier League trophy.
4, if you win 5 in a row, you cannot
win
get
10
it.
in a row.
You cannot get it. So everybody get their own person.
Invisible.
No, see this thing. If City comes out west, all guns blazing, they can run these guys riot because Haaland is angry. He needs to score more goals.
Okay,
and
now
these guys are not smiling
let's,
too.
let's tackle it from defenders to attackers.
Yes.
Koulibaly has played against Haaland before.
And he can hold him well.
And he can hold him well.
Sure banker.
Definitely.
Yes.
The other guy has played against, I think he played from Ligue 1. He's played against, he's played in Ligue 1. He's done it. He's done that. He can do it again. Tijani Riders did not play against Milinkovic Savic.
In Europe.
During his time in Italy, Milinkovic was already on his way out.
Yeah, and Lazio.
Was already on the way out of Lazio. But you could look at the two of them, their ratings. You cannot tell me Tijani is better than Milinkovic.
Right now, no.
You cannot tell
Name-wise, everything, I agree.
Now, that is head for head, though. They now go to the City attack. That City attack was.
Hey, but you're just naming one player. Now, teach the other guys now.
Thank you.
Let's not forget that
for Hilal against.
Let's not forget that in the
but he's injured.
He's injured. Oh.
Let's not forget that we're talking about each player that could take in each positions, and let's not forget that the man that is captaining the City side now is someone all of us know. In form, they don't sell that, they don't tear the form. The application for they don't tear them. Bernardo Silva, they don't tear them, but the coach is still playing him 90 minutes. He wants to play him. Now, but we know that his form, whether not jam form or egg form, they don't tear him. He know they again.
You know, consign me. You see, the Bible says that there are 7 things that are a wonder to the Lord. And Bernardo Silva is the 8th.
Number 8.
Bernardo Silva is the 8th wonder. You understand me? Just leave her with that ball.
Now you don't say
He
with
But I'm not sure if City lose, I pity you tomorrow.
Better pray well. Even concern me, we are winning and it's going to be a blowout.
Now he has said it. Blowout. Mark those words.
City has one of the biggest squad in the whole world.
And Chelsea.
But the difference between Chelsea and City is that City have quality on the bench.
Thank you.
Last game on their bench was Haaland, Gundogan, Cheki, Foden, O'Reilly, Stone, Ake, Nico Gonzalez. They bought for 50 million. That was not even they play. They have a whole lot of Guardiola. They have
Oga is back.
Oga is back. So see their bench. So City should be winning this game. They are going to play Ayala by 2 a.m. in the night. So let's stay up and watch beautiful football from John City. Let's see if they are going to win. The other game that will happen by 2 a.m. is Real Madrid versus Juventus. By 2 p.m. Well, sorry, that will happen we'll talk about that one tomorrow. But let's get your prediction for Man City and Hilal. Who wins? John is supporting City.
4-0. Blowout.
So who will win this game?
A shocker.
That's okay. I like that 1-1. Yes, it's good. I think I'll go for maybe like a 2 or 3-1 for City.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. City will play Hilal. Okay, let's go back to our YouTube before we talk about transfers. Before we start taking phone calls, back to our YouTube channel at Volt FM Sports. And okay, Chuku. Emeka is predicting that Fluminense will win their game this evening. So let's see if Fluminense will win that game. And Chuko Bina is saying, okay, when I watch people like Sane and Rafael Leao, I just can't but appreciate the level of consistency Ronaldo and Messi gave us over the years. Yes, they gave us a whole lot of consistency. And he's also saying, Obina is also saying, Manchester City should not underestimate how Hilal. Else they will learn the hard way.
They're gonna learn.
They will learn. They will learn. Okay, Nana, see, welcome to the show. Nana, I think this is the first time I'm seeing your comments. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. Say good morning, guys. What if Chelsea had lost that match after 2 hours break? They will go home. They will go home. And even after that game, I was talking about how that is somehow.
It's somehow for a country hosting the World Cup in 2026.
How can you play a game and go and rest for 2 hours?
It's not resting. It's called preventive measures. There was a storm.
So, but
almost every match you see that they stop for some
They
time.
stop, and they have to stop.
Delays. So either they change. Look at how Saudi Arabia did their World Cup. They found is time. That is time for
Then they
everybody.
put AC in all the stadium.
So everybody was this party.
They have more money,
You
then
know how much
they know
money
what's
they
up.
Build, I'm mentioning they build.
Okay. Choose. Welcome back to the show. Thank you, Choose, for always joining us on this show, on our show every day. Okay, so just the run up and run down in search of club to support. Okay, just the run up and run down in a search of club to support. West Ham never reached this level. City will win this trophy. I have
The prophecy. Wow.
The professor. I have the prophecy.
Just the
Bible now, so they
Yeah,
are
the good Bible.
they are the
This is
same
the until 90 minutes, we'll come back and talk.
Okay, let's talk about a little bit of transfer before we take calls. Chelsea is going to have agreed to sign Pedro from Brighton for about £50 million.
Money misroad.
Good deal, yes or no, for Chelsea?
No.
Good deal.
Why
No,
not?
good deal for Chelsea. I'm saying Chelsea, what they're signing is not bad. The question is who is leaving.
Thank you.
If nobody's leaving, there is it's very funny
It's a
squad.
good deal.
For the
It's-
for both
it's-
teams.
For the team, he's a proven Premier League player.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
He's a good player. Yeah.
Premier player, not Premier
Thank
League
you.
player.
What
player.
of Gittins?
Okay.
Now, he's a.
Oh, you're talking about João Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro. In the
Yeah,
Premier
yeah,
League,
difference. Yes,
he's a proven Premier League player. Let's talk about Pedro's numbers. He's a good Premier
Very
player. He has
good one.
proven himself in the
Yes.
Premier League over the
Yes.
years. And Chelsea got him in for about £55 million
60.
plus £55 million plus bonuses, which I could accumulate to 65 or so. Good deal for Chelsea, bringing the player in. He could play from the left, he could play in the midfield, he could play as a 9. And his numbers are up there. He can score goals for you, he can get assists, he can even his energy to even come back and defend for the team is also top notch. So good deal for Chelsea. But the problem is you're signing all these players. The same thing we talk about the bloated team last summer. The same thing we're talking about the team. We're talking about bloated team last summer. I was talking about bloated team this summer because in this summer you've already gotten 5 players in, and yet you've not recorded 1 player out.
Okay, let's see what happened with Chelsea. Even Estavo. Okay. Even our guy.
Still talking about Brighton.
Yeah. Estavo is going to come back to Chelsea. A whole lot of players will come back to Chelsea. Let's see if who they are going to. They have to sell. They have a big squad that they must sell. It's possible. They cannot be possible that all these players will stay.
Someone must go.
And
At least 3
somebody
players
must
should
go.
go, I beg.
Okay, I'm staying with probably an English club, not an English club, but Gyökeres at the weekend. Their president came out and said that Gyökeres is not even in anything less than 60 million euros.
Yes.
So even he said that 65
Plus
plus
10.
add-on plus 10. that means a club will have to bring more than 65 plus 10 bonuses if Gyökeres go. And Gyökeres is now on strike. He said he's not coming back to train. He's not doing anything. That they had an agreement last season, but now match-to-match agreement. That's not the work.
We
That
have seen
he's
all
going
these
to
things
leave.
before.
He can live for 65 million euros if any club brings. That means the thing I'm thinking is that clubs are bidding, but Sporting Lisbon want more.
They
money.
want more money,
Before
but
the
not
problem.
money.
Before they believed in you, brought you from Division 2
Yes.
in England, and gave you a certain belt, and you have done very well. Now, is that guy worth even 80 million euros? Yes.
Yes. For the past
Right
seasons,
now,
yes.
the costliest strikers on earth should be Gyökeres and Osimhen.
Yeah.
Simple, because they are delivering that something goes back to back. But now, this striking team might not work. You know why? We have seen players strike before.
You can
When
come
you
back.
striking, you
You
go
come
back.
there after the first 1 month of the league.
Yes.
You know they fit again. You come and play. Don't worry, but you have a contract. But they should find a solution. But the problem is the teams who are coming for him, how many? Need a top 9 now. You look like it's just only Arsenal that are looking for striker to buy. And now they might not want to spend that kind of money. Arsenal looks like the coach likes the other tall guy. So we don't know what's going to happen. Let's watch. Like you said, everything begins tomorrow. We will not know
The thing is, I think they're using other players and other movements
Before,
as the yardstick.
that's how money.
If Man United can sign Mbeumo
for 70
with
million.
20 million and they want to pay 70 million and Brentford is still saying we
Yes.
don't agree, we agree.
They go and tell
And they
the-
can sign Cunha for 65 or 62 million pounds.
Then Gyökeres should be 80 million.
Then come on,
Before.
the same Man United is still eyeing the same Gyökeres and they want to pay 65. Come on now. The same mind Arsenal is eyeing Zesco and they're telling us Zesco is about 80 million. And you have to
They
sign
come
this
down
guy
now
for six.
to 70 or something.
70.
They're coming down.
No, they're coming down. No, at least they said 80 million at first. You now want to sign our guy.
That's why
So
that's
even if
50
you've not submitted bid at all, for there to be rumors about players' prices,
Straight up, I agree.
I'm hooked on raising the price.
I understand what Sporting is doing.
I agree.
So
The guy
they
is
build
27.
up and look at Hugo Ekitike, 17 goals in a season,
Coming for how many
100
million?
million, 100 million euros. That's 80 something million pounds or 87 million pounds. which
agree.
we definitely your currency is 150 million euros.
No.
Definitely,
The
because
market
that is
pricing affects everything.
You cannot use Etikite. Etikite is how many years younger than your current?
Bro.
it's not about the years
And
younger.
potential that
100
they are
and something
It's
million.
potential. They are paying that.
The
he
young
has-
guys have proven the
How
potential,
old
and
It's
it's
not
still
about that.
is Gyökeres?
27.
27. It's
27
young.
is prime.
It's
He
prime.
can still cut to 32.
Yes.
This guy
wait,
still has probably 5 years left on his contract where he is right now, and he's 21. So why would you sell him at 8?
No,
Are you sure
Hold
he'll
on.
come in and score?
Hoyland
Oh.
is 21. How many goals he gets?
And the ball potential.
And the what potential? Hoyland is Jackson.
But Etikite is hot. So not being forced.
It's not
They
about
dey
Jackson.
hot.
This is when they brought
They hot.
when they brought in Kai Havertz the first time for Chelsea. Was not a hot prospect. Was not potential.
What happened?
Wait till happen. Now Champions League final go win get. Wait if you talk
At
about
least he
how
win
many goals he
Champions
get for league that
League.
season. Now
Okay.
Arsenal brought so it's about if you are signing potential can go
No, so I'm
south.
saying I agree with the fact that the player is hungry, he wants to go. But sometimes when you're on your top,
Leave, yes.
all those extra 1 more year.
Nah,
so-
that
No,
was
the
it,
way
that
problem
before-
they
I'm-
dey.
I'm-
Now
I'm
see
okay
my
with
problem
it.
start.
And I think towards the end of last season, the coach that came in and the style of play didn't really suit
Yes.
him. That's why he's
No,
And
he
he's
said
gone.
he had the agreement that he can leave.
They right hand. No,
They don't
that's-
right
that's-
hand,
that's
that's
the
the
problem.
and that agreement was because he believed Amorim was still going to stay. Even after Amorim is
Yeah,
left,
that one joined too.
after Amorim left, they felt like okay, fine. We still went back to the table and had that conversation again, and
Okay.
the same thing happened again.
Let's see what happened with Gyökeres. He is going to obviously going to move, but Sporting wants more money. If Cunha can go for 62 million pounds, and Mbeumo they are looking to buy him
75
for
also.
almost 65 million pounds. So he should Sporting said that probably Gyökeres is bigger than this player, is better than this player. They should bring more. So let's see if Arsenal will pay up or Manchester United will pay up, because that's the only two clubs that are always on the news to buy Gyökeres. For Sesko, they are died down a little bit, but transfer window opens officially tomorrow, so all these things will start hearing all rumors and all. But let's see what happens with him. For Arsenal, Partey was going to leave after today. This is the final day of his contract. He's going to leave, and they are going to be they are going to bring Zubimendi and Brighton's captain
Christian Nogard.
to replace them. So let's see what happens with them. Okay, let's start taking phone calls. Let's start taking phone calls. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us your own contribution about all these things we are talking about.
Quick one. Our hand that saves. As I'm waiting for call, hand that saves. Akane Chigwe. Our what's her name? Her name Nadozie.
Yeah, she's moving.
She has moved already.
The
money they use sell what's my name? Japedo. The reason I go buy our goalkeeper. Nadozie.
And we say in England. And she's playing for Brighton, but she has left Europe. They're not playing Europe for the while, but she's just Champions League football with Paris. So I think it's a good one for her. So she's come and enjoying England at least. She's one of our stars that rise.
Okay, let's see if it's going to work out for her when she plays next season. Hopefully it works out for her. Okay, back to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports and a miracle. They say, good morning, guys. City will win. We win. Okay, we win. Remember, Man City is the only team in this tournament that have not drawn or lost any match.
Thank you.
Okay, and Joseph Ibe is back. He's saying Bayern Munich versus PSG is a one-way traffic. PSG to scale through. Oh, okay. And Emeka is saying,
no worry.
Joe Pedro to Chelsea, good deal. I have two questions. One, where will the coach play him?
Thank
Two,
you.
what happens to Madueke, Nkunku, Estavo, Guyi, Jackson, Neto, and George?
Thank you.
I know Sabi this question. I know Sabi
Over
answer
squad.
this question, but
Derek George.
he's going to solve this
They will
this
sort
problem
they sort
because-
themselves out. I don't tire for their matter.
Nathaniel, welcome to the show. I think this is the first time I'm seeing your comment too. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. How will you sign a player and give him 7 years contract at the age of 23? If this player don't deliver, how will you sell him? Chelsea are making financial mistakes. They are giving all the players they bought in past 2 seasons 7 years. Look at Modric now. Modric done Japa for Chelsea. 10 years they give that one. That's the problem. If it does not work, if the transfer does not work, what happens?
What's the motivation to even play well yourself? You have a 7-year contract.
It doesn't make sense.
Not going
You
anywhere.
can sit down and enjoy your money. That's a mistake.
But let's see what happens with. But Emeka, your question. I don't know the question. Maresca need to solve that because they have a whole lot of wingers, especially for George. George is a rising star. Obviously, some of these players have to leave. And remember, they still have Sterling and Joao Felix in London waiting for them to come back.
Joao Felix will be going back to Benfica.
Mm.
The club that scams the whole world to pay for him that release clause. I think he'll be going back to Benfica, probably on loan or perhaps maybe on a permanent sale because he's tried out at AC Milan, he's tried out at Chelsea, he's failed at Atletico Madrid. Definitely his only movement now is going back to Benfica to see if he can get himself.
Let's see what happens. 0706-048-5853. I'm seeing your calls, but probably network is still keeps going off. Okay, if you call us and tell us your own contribution, we have about a minute to go. But I have another comment on our YouTube channel. Joseph Ibe says Sporting should don't have the right to compare Cunha transfer to that of Gyökeres. Cunha and Mbeumo is Premier League proven. Gyökeres can come and flop in the Premier League. How much was Haaland?
It doesn't work that way. You can't say
that.
Wait, I tell you that Haaland's transfer was one of the greatest cheats in football history. I promise you. I don't know how Man City was able to pay 50 million for Haaland. I think it's one of all these release clauses too. Once it's there, the player is wise and he keeps it. So you cannot tell, whether you like it or not. This guy, Gyökeres has played in England before. I did very well in Division 1. The championship. Before he left.
I think pressing or something.
A player who plays well in championship has scored 30 goals.
Brighton to Coventry, and his numbers were good.
Very good numbers.
So is he a championship player?
He's proving. If he comes, Alan came first, he scored 40 something goals, 50 goals. And if he has a good team, whether it's United or Arsenal, he will score goals.
Looking at the team, before Haaland came in, I think everybody had about double figures of goals. Everybody playing in the front four. Whether you're playing first 9 or you're playing number 9.
You were scoring 12, 30, yeah.
You were scoring at least 15 goals plus. Because of how Man City plays, they hold on to the ball and they create enough chances. If you're coming to Manchester United, though they're not scoring goals at Manchester United, but Manchester United at least is in the top 3 of chances created in the Premier League. Arsenal, in the other hand, is in the top 3 of chances created. So you're looking at teams in the top 5 of chances created. You're looking at Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, and Man City.
He will score.
And you're telling me that this person will come in and not score goals?
Especially for Gyökeres, if he goes,
unless he gets injured, he will score.
Arsenal creates a whole
lot of times. I don't think it's.
And they just need a finisher, somebody that can just finish.
Someone that is very clinical.
It made sense for Pep. Pep he looked at his team and he liked the first 19, although Jesus
after that loss.
But he looked at it and he saw that how many chances his team creates in a match. And just buy a player that can just score goals. That's why I even think that for Arsenal can work better.
Anyone.
Workaholic that can just score goals.
Any player comes there will score.
You don't even need anybody to drop. Just hold up play.
Stay there
and score goal. But let's see what happens with all this transfer. Back to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sport. And G-Man preaches football. I like your name. G-Man, welcome to the show. I think this is the first time I'm seeing your comment too. Yeah. Please, guys, if you are here live with us, please subscribe to our channel. We do this every day, Monday to Saturday. We do this thing. We see how we are enjoying ourselves on the studio. And if you are listening to us, go to our YouTube channel, sharp now, and drop comment. Let me read this sharp before I close this show. Please subscribe when you go there too. G-Man is saying, if it was Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester United, Man City, who signed him, you all would be praising this move. I think he's talking about Pedro. If any of these clubs sign,
nobody said
nobody is saying he's not a good player. I'm saying that it's a poor signing for the club because who he wants bench now.
The thing is, I'm not even saying poor. I'm saying it's a good signing for Chelsea. Signing,
but
good signing, good numbers in the Premier League. But the thing is, who will go out for him to start?
Okay. Finally, on our YouTube channel, Gyökeres, Joseph is saying Gyökeres was a failure at Brighton.
Not Coventry.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. That's all on our YouTube channel. Quickly, let's move on to a Prudential FA Cup that happened throughout the weekend. Kwara United is their first ever trophy title. They beat Abakaliki FC on penalties to win that 4-3 on penalties. Good result for Kwara United winning their first trophy as a club.
Yeah, good result, but you can't take anything away from Abakaleke FC because
They
they
were buying
actually
this.
went.
Oh,
Yes,
they did well.
no doubt.
They did
Nobody,
well.
no doubt. Nobody can say anything about them. Kudos to Kwara United.
Let's be honest. They think the Abakaleke FC now to Man United. Because look at where they are in their table. I think they are in the group A of the NNL. They are in their ninth position, which is relegation. I think there are 12 teams. They are in the ninth position.
And go to the final of the FA Cup.
And they went to. It's just like they are facing a relegation battle,
And they are now
and they are in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
If that's how it is for them, but it was a good thing. When you say putting your name in history books, this is one of those things. You went to the FA Cup finals, the presidential FA Cup finals. It's putting your name in the history books. But where you are in the league does not tell the full story.
Yeah.
Baba, when it comes to penalty, it's always 50-50. It could have gone anyways.
Okay.
It could have gone anyways.
I know.
QED.
Why?
So
I
don't
just feel
even
like
come back
see,
and
I
try
feel-
to now demerit
I wanted
them by saying that
I wanted them
yeah,
to
they
win the
finished
league.
in the league. Don't even go there, man.
Kudos to Abakaleke United and kudos to Kwara United for winning. See,
Yeah.
like they want to admit the delegate.
I wanted to win, but
Okay.
it disappointed me.
Congratulations to Kwara United for winning the presidential FA Cup. So they are going to play Confederation Cup next year for qualifying. For almost a sad news yesterday when Abakaleke was traveling back to airport and they had an accident. Hopefully their car failed break, but nobody lost their life and just a minor injury. So we give glory to God for that because nobody lost their life in that accident. Okay, this is how we're going to end today's show. Thank you for joining us today's show. Remember, guys, we are live every day on YouTube at Volt FM Sport. Tomorrow we'll come back and give you a bet. So we'll see how we are enjoying ourselves here in the studio. Please join us tomorrow again, 8 o'clock sharp. We'll come and talk about the games that happen in the Club World Cup and give you updates on transfers. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
You are
See
yourself.
people I support me.
You are yourself. That one
Support
concern
with
you.
my future.
That one concern you.
Help them go to grace us.
That one concern you. Like,
For me,
as long as it's penalty,
Penalty, anybody can win. You can lose. Anybody can lose.
everybody
do you know how
can.
many chances they missed in the
Once
first
in a
half?
match,
They missed a chance.
experience, joy,
In the first half,